gotta elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, yeah. You gotta elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, yeah. Some people never change, never elevate. So strange, so strange. Never growing, stay the same. I can't be around you, gotta rearrange. Rearrange to play you, but you ain't for the mission, you a fake dude. Fake. We be hot, you tryna stay cool. You forgetting where you at, you got ungrateful. Don't let them hold you back, hold you back. Don't let them pull you off track, pull you off track. They minds in the gutter, gotta show them that you're bigger than that. Sun don't change for a reason. They just stick around for a season, right? I be on the watch for the demons. Only good vibes around me, so don't let them stress you.
What up, everyone? This is the Shorty Logic podcast. I am Shorty Logic, one of your hosts, and go ahead and introduce you, Ebony.
What's up, everybody? This is Michelle in the building. Y'all know what it is. Truth teller.
So, everyone, we do have a guest on tonight, y'all. We got some more people that's coming in, but here, Miss Robin, introduce yourself. Robin.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Robin Felton.
So,
yeah,
so
Carolina. Down here in the South.
All right. So, yeah, we got a good conversation for tonight, y'all. So we the topic of tonight is what is the repercussion of being
up.
What's the repercussion of being in a loveless relationship or marriage? We got a little lagging going on.
I have no idea what's going on with this. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hold up. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, y'all, internet is messing up tonight. Verizon messing up everything. I don't know what's going on, but we can go ahead and go with the show, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first video.
7 reasons people stay in marriages other than love. Number 1, they're afraid. 7 reasons people stay in marriages other than love. Number 1, they're afraid of what will happen if they leave. Fear is the number 1 reason people stay in unhappy relationships and marriages. They're afraid. They don't know what's gonna happen. Is the spouse gonna come back for revenge? Will they be homeless? Will people start to judge them? They don't know. Number 2, denial. When someone's in a shitty relationship or marriage, majority of the time they're gonna say, it's not that bad. They're in denial. Let's pretend like everything's all good. Let's pretend like we're happy. Number 3, let's stay together for the kids. Just the FYI, kids know. Kids are not stupid. They know when your marriage is shitty. The kids can tell that y'all shit is phony.
Could y'all hear that video?
I got bits and pieces of it.
Okay. Yeah, the internet's pretty bad right now. The Verizon, something's going on with Verizon. It's basically showing that it's giving us different signs of being in a loveless relationship. So we're just going to go and talk about it first. Let's go ahead and we'll start with you, Ebony, and then we'll go to Ms. Robin about what are some experiences and what do you see in being in a loveless relationship? What kind of effects it takes on
you? What he was pointing out about loveless relationships, I think he's dead on, because a lot of people do have that fear. They fear that if they leave the relationship, what's going to become of them without that relationship. But with that being said, I also feel like people lack the ability to take initiative for their own lives. So if you stay in a loveless relationship, it's for several different reasons. 1, because you don't want to get out there and get it yourself. You don't want to have to do it by yourself. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be alone. But at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship that's not serving you, or not even serving the both of y'all, then you should take the initiative and that step to move out of their relationship. Two, comfortability. You can be comfortable and content in a loveless relationship because that's what you got accustomed to over an amount of time, whether it be years, months, whatever the case may be. And you can't let that hold you back either. There's a lot of people out here that are in loveless relationships that are only in those relationships because they are codependent on the other person. You get what I'm saying? They are codependent on the other person, whether it be mentally, emotionally, financially. And that's the reason why they're sticking around. And that's the problem. Because people, 9 times out of 10, most people know that when the relationship runs its course, it's ran its course. Now, the follow up behind that is what are you going to do about it? But if you want to be lazy and be content in a situation that you already know is not benefiting either one of y'all, because one of y'all are afraid to speak up, or because you don't know what's going to be the outcome, people are afraid of the unknown. And that's how you get stuck there.
Okay. Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, podcasters?
Hey,
What's going
everybody.
on,
Hello.
podcast members?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Hello.
We
Couldn't wait for mess with me, could you?
yeah,
Couldn't
we
wait for mess with me.
yeah, but man, look, it's hey, Ebony, you was spot on, Ebony, you was spot on. Like that was some really insight things.
But look,
So,
you can piggyback.
Kelly, what you think about was about being in a what is your experience
So,
in being in a loveless relationship in your
yeah. Um, I mean, fear. A lot of time, fear comes into play. You just scared to be by yourself. If you're willing to accept being being with somebody and truly being by yourself, even being in that relationship, you're scared to be by yourself. I mean, you see a lot of folk, like the video had a lot of examples of why people stay. Well, a lot of times I just can't be by myself. Loneliness
Mm-hmm.
is a disease in itself. People don't realize
Yeah.
being lonely is one of those things that can lead to something more detrimental, by
Right.
drugs, suicide, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you accept and take on somebody else's foolishness just not to be lonely. And I mean that's not healthy in itself.
It's not. It's
No.
it's not healthy at all. I
Yeah.
totally agree with you on that. And then that's why I said, a lot of people have the fear, that fear in them because they never had the opportunity or had to be alone, meaning that they have always had somebody there to be their crutch, to be their person to go to be their amen in the midst of a storm. So when you are accustomed to that, I always having somebody to hear your story and not let you self-soothe with certain situations in your life, that's when you become a codependent.
Right.
And
Right.
you're constantly depending on somebody else to walk in your life. So when one dispersed out of your life, you already got somebody ready to take their place. So you're very codependent. That's why I always say it's good if people take the time to date themselves, get to know who they are as a person, know their boundaries, their limits, things like that. That's significant for
Yes.
you as an individual, because when you do step into a relationship and you find that it's loveless, and you have the ability, you have the capability of comprehending that, and you can say, okay, you know what, this is not benefit. But see, a lot of people are not authentic. A lot of people are
No,
not
no,
authentic.
no,
And
no.
that's why I said the last time we had a conversation about something like this, I said people don't realize, people think love is the highest vibration, but it's not.
It's
Actually, being
not.
authentic is being authentically yourself is the highest vibration you have. And
Yeah.
so then after that, love came in second place. This is scientific. So you being able to be your authentic self is powerful. It's
Yeah.
powerful. And there's a lot of people out here that don't know how to grasp that because, like I said, they've always been codependent on everybody else being their amen. Everybody coming and say,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, dude, I feel you. It's always somebody co-signing for you. So
Yeah.
how can you shift in your life? How can you grow and elevate if you got people that's keeping you stagnant, including yourself?
But
Exactly.
what about this though? So when is it safe to truly be your authentic self? Because a lot of times people are pretending just to fit in or just to get along, even in
Because
a
they worried about
relationship.
being judged. They worried
Yeah,
about being judged.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if
Right.
you,
I'm
but
talking
if
about. I'm
you
talking about
are
just
your
in.
authentic, but if you are your authentic self,
Yeah,
the main thing you need to understand is nobody else has the power to control your moves. Just because
Yeah.
if you're afraid of a
true.
little judgment, because everybody judges you, everybody does. If you're afraid of a little judgment when this is your life, who is the narrator?
Right,
Right.
right,
Who is
right,
the narrator of
right.
Because
your life?
yeah, because
Hmm.
you
You
supposed to
allowed
be the
other people to come
narrator.
in. Yeah, you're allowing other people to come in and be your narrator of your story. Make that make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Right.
they can't you can't do that.
No,
No,
you
I
cannot.
feel like you should be authentic all the time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be Desiree all the time.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes, like she said, we're always being judged or whatever. And me personally, I know a lot of stuff that I say is a little harsh. I could say it's a little harsh the way it comes out. I know I'm working on that, on how to be able to say it where it doesn't come out harsh. But I'm one of them people that I'm gonna tell you 100% the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter
Mm-hmm.
what, I'm going to tell you the truth. Either you can like me or hate me. You don't want to be around me, don't be around me. But I'm going to tell you how I feel about something if you're asking me.
And
Right.
You
guarantee out
know.
of the trillion people in the world, there's going to
Mhm.
be one that's going to respect the fact that you are who you are, regardless of what everybody else thinks. I don't care how, we talk about different stuff on the podcast a lot. And the thing is, I got one ratchet friend, I got one bougie friend, I got one, I got a
Yeah,
variety of people because a
yeah,
variety of people attract to me. That's fine. And I don't judge neither one of them. Hey, you want to be ratchet? That's you. That's your representative. That's what you decide to do for you. That's not
yeah,
me to sit here judge you and say, oh, you choose to be ratchet. Okay, that's what it is.
yeah,
That's the bottom line. You have to be an authentic man, being true to yourself. It's not being true to everybody else. It's being true to yourself. Keyword,
yeah.
yourself.
And what
So
you
it's
can tolerate. And
yes,
the
and it's
people,
significant.
yeah, it's about what you can tolerate, who you can tolerate. As we get older, we have to realize that some people are not meant to be a part of our life. I'm
Absolutely.
not saying, hey, you can't say hey when you see them. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it gets to that point where you have to literally choose your peace
Yep.
over wanting to be around somebody else.
Oh yeah, for most
And,
definitely.
and it yeah, and it is it is lonely when you're lonely, but not
Yeah.
everybody deserves a piece of you.
That's right.
Also, you have to start picking the right people. And it's hard to find love out here. But
You're
It's
right.
almost
You're right.
scary.
You're
it
right.
it's
Well,
hard to find love
but
out here, but you have to I always go with my whole thing is try again.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you also, and I think sometimes it becomes difficult at times. You just can't lower your standard. You got to
Yeah.
have
No,
your
you
stand.
have
You
to
got to have
stay
your.
where you are.
You got to have your standard
Yeah,
about
Mm-hmm.
what you willing to accept and what you willing not to accept. Because we also got
exactly.
to understand that no one's perfect, but we also
Sorry
got
about
to
that, y'all, man.
understand
Spectrum
too.
is in my internet is real
Right.
bad right now. Verizon is messing up real bad.
I know. I was wondering how I got kicked out. I said, "What in the world?"
Yeah, it's
Are you
Verizon is
back? Can you
bad
hear?
right now.
Are you back though? Can we hear you?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
we
hear
can
me?
hear him. I can hear him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah, I'm using my phone right now, but it's real bad right now. Verizon has been messing up for the last
what
6 hours.
Verizon was part of that outage with Microsoft. I don't know
Hey,
if y'all saw
T-Mobile.
that.
Yep.
Get T-Mobile.
And T-Mobile too. Okay.
Nah, I said get T-Mobile. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
still at
I'm on
work.
T-Mobile. Mine's great.
I got
I'm still
T-Mobile.
at work. I've been in the same
Well, I
spot
said
since 8 o'clock this
I done
morning.
missed the whole conversation, y'all.
Mm.
So
How
I
Yeah,
mine?
do
yeah, yeah, yeah,
apologize,
yeah. But
everyone.
we were just kicking the shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how
Yeah,
we
well,
do.
Yeah.
yeah.
I done came in. I'm gonna go ahead and play another video for y'all, man.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I just ended a relationship, a 14-year relationship at my age. You know why? After 14 years, I recognize he don't love me the way I want to be loved. I just don't want to be loved like this. See, I don't get to tell people how to love me. I get to see how they love and then choose if I want to participate. So for 14 years, I was hoping, okay, he's going to get it. 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 And then I said, you know what? He ain't getting it. And it's okay. I don't choose to participate in the way he loves. I got a bunch of degrees, and it took me 14 years to get that. Thank God I couldn't get pregnant. So, you get to make that choice and look at carefully and consciously and honestly, ruthlessly, what you did and how you did it so that you don't do that ever again.
All right now.
Well,
I like that one.
I got a couple things. She supposed to be the relationship guru. How she get jammed up in 14 years of foolishness?
Because,
How'd that happen to
See
her?
that, Kelly?
hey,
But you see
hey,
that? That's
that
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
saying.
That elevation
That
and
say,
growth. When you elevate and grow, you learn things about yourself that you didn't
Yeah.
know at the
Right.
beginning. It was things about her that she was not aware of that
Okay.
she needed and what she didn't need it. So as time
Yeah.
progressed, it took her time to realize, okay, this ain't what I want. And I don't
Yeah.
know how much time I got left on this earth, but in the meantime, in between time, I know at this
Amen.
very moment, this stage in my life, this is not what I desire no more. And it's okay.
Exactly.
She took initiative to
right.
start being the narrative of her own story.
What
But
you
I'm
saying,
gonna go
Lamont?
somewhere else with it. I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. Love is blind. Love is truly
Blind as
blind.
hell.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you, when you loving somebody, if
yeah.
women think on emotions where men think on logic, the way God made us. When it will be things that I seen when I was messing with an old girl, little red bone or whatever, that I seen that in a normal.
Dang it.
And there went that.
There
Okay.
go mine. I was gonna say that well, I'm gonna pick up where mine left off. Love is blind. I don't care if you have bifocals on, you can't see it. And I feel like it does take a long time to get to know somebody. That's why when you are learning yourself throughout that period that you're alone, that's the same way as learning somebody
Right.
else. But that's why I feel like that's why you should also be friends before you hop into a relationship, because love is blind. I mean, as long as you are being friends, you of course gonna love them wholeheartedly, period. But the in love part, the cloudy mind, the cloudy judge, decisions that you do get, you won't have that. You're going to be able to sit back and see what this person's going to bring to the table. And we're not talking about money. We're talking about emotion. I'm talking about everything that I
Right.
want in my relationship. I want somebody to love me like. I'm going to sit back and take time to see if you got that for me. And
And
then we
as a
can go to
friend,
that
you get
Right.
to
next
see
step.
sides that you will never see if you stepped into a relationship with somebody not
Exactly.
knowing them mentally and emotionally first. Because if you are not emotionally intellectual as a person, and even knowing them emotionally, you will not experience it. It will not be the same experience. And the reason why
No.
I say that is because as a friend will confide in you. A friend will show you
True that.
different things that
Yes.
if they was in a relationship, they wouldn't show you right offhand, because it's when you step into a relationship, you have walls built up in a whole
Yeah.
different manner. Because loving somebody
Mhm.
is different than being a friend with somebody. So when you take the time
Exactly.
to be a friend with somebody, you can see all their quirks. You see it from the outside in. So when you step into a relationship with a friend, you already know, well, you know what? Let's take it all the way back a few years. I remember they was in this relationship, and this happened and that happened.
Yeah.
So I see
Yeah.
how they deal with conflict in a relationship. I see how they operate when their emotions is at an
Right.
all-time high or when it's at a low. You get to see all of that in the whole realm.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You
And
disagree with everything, Lamont. That
I'm
ain't
gonna
nothing
tell
Why
you
you
new.
why I
disagree?
Go ahead,
disagree.
go
Now
ahead,
I'm
go
gonna tell you
ahead,
why I
go ahead.
disagree.
Go ahead, go ahead.
You only
Let me
know that
start.
person what they want you to know. Go through a divorce, and the person that you thought you knew, you don't know them no more. That's why I say that. People
But
change.
you also, but the thing
Yeah.
is, you change when you with a person. You grow. That's the whole basic of it. Yes, you're gonna end. You're not gonna
Yeah.
start. Look, you're gonna start with a person and you're gonna end with a different person. If
So
it
I
ever
Yes.
ends, you're gonna end with a different person than what you start with. Because at
And
the beginning, everything's all fun and roses and love and all this stuff. If you're not friends, but if you
so
yes.
are friends,
Yeah.
y'all already know some of y'all quirks and understand it.
Yeah.
That's why I said you learn how to maneuver with somebody. But when you just meet somebody on the street
That's
going off
true.
your physicality, and then you step into a relationship with somebody, there's a lot of people out here living in a one night stand, a long ass one night stand.
I agree
Because
Yeah,
they
with you on
met
it's a
that.
that
long
person
one night
physically
stand.
I
first
agree.
before they learn them
Damn.
mentally and emotionally.
Yeah.
Hey, you should have told me that 16 years ago.
I'm just
Hell,
saying.
but see,
shit.
that's another reason
All right.
why people renew their vows because they're marrying the new person that they're with,
The new person.
and exactly. That's why people
Mhm.
renew their vows. They don't just do it. It's like, okay, I still love you enough to accept who you are today than who
And
you
You
people
know,
don't
was as
understand
when
them
we first
vows is
got in.
deeper. Because the
Them
moment they
vows are
say you can sit there and say rich or poor to death do us part, better for worse and all stuff. But let me tell you something. When the poor comes in, when the worst come in, and
yeah,
all that, it's all fun and games until the seriousness of your vows come in. And then
yeah,
when those things come in, you learn things about them that you don't believe what
honey,
people tell you. Believe what they
right.
show you.
Yeah, action speaks way louder than
You
words,
gotta
baby.
believe what they show you because what they show you, I guarantee you, that is who they are.
oh, that's what they are.
In a moment when they're upset, you will
You
learn
better
them
listen.
better than anything.
You better listen. You better believe what they tell you. You better
Well,
Yeah,
believe it.
and
Exactly.
you also got to be now when you also get into a real serious relationship, being friends first, you got to pay attention to that first argument. What
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
are you,
Hey, hey,
what is that person really
Can
getting
y'all hear
upset
me?
about? We hear
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
we
hear
Yeah,
hear you.
you.
yeah,
All right.
hey,
What-
Kelly.
yeah.
At first
It just sent
argument,
me a notification and things being resolved. So
I,
it's
I at first argument, I left her ass where she was at. I watched her go out of my driveway and never looked back. That was the best
So
damn thing since sliced bread. Swear
so
to
so
God.
well, now how far was y'all in the relationship when you had that first argument?
Oh, it was 3 months. That was far enough. It was time to free up. She had to go. She had to go.
But okay, that is when you're not ready for a relationship, man.
Now that's what I what.
Because let
Now
me tell you,
bullshit. What's my name? What's my name?
man, let me tell
That's
you
my name.
something.
My name is not bitch, faggot, dick sucker. The fuck
No,
you say?
no,
I had to free
it's
that bitch up.
not. No,
No,
I'm not
shit.
saying
Lord have
I'm
mercy.
not saying that it's okay for you
Lord
to
have
allow somebody to disrespect you. I'm not saying that at all.
I
I'm
freed that bitch up.
saying,
I
well,
freed her up with the birds.
what I'm
Bye,
saying
holler at your
is
piece.
if anybody that wants a long lasting relationships is going to go through some kind of
That is
argument, some
true.
kind of disagreement. Now it's up to you if it was worth it
Nah,
to
I ain't gonna
hold
argue with you.
on. Y'all come back to the table, sit down, talk,
mm-hmm.
and talk it out. But
well, see
I'm not saying
that's
it's okay for her to disrespect you. It's not okay for
right.
Okay,
nobody to
yeah, I ain't
But
even.
that's
disrespect
where I was
nobody in a
going at though.
relationship.
But that's where I was going at. So I was saying, so we friends first. Like
Right.
Mhm.
friends first, meaning that getting a comfortability, getting
Yeah.
comfortable.
Learning their
So
quirks. Learning their quirks.
yeah, yeah. So
You
That's
got
what I
I'm
to.
talking
said.
about. Now, I'm just talking about my own experience. What happened for me. So like my friend, like literally know all the goofy, dirty, all the stuff I've done.
Yep.
So there's nothing that she knows that I have not shared.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was right there as my friend, even talking about other women. You
Right.
follow what I'm now? Friend. That's where it was and where it started and where it is today. So for me, if you can't do that from the beginning as being a friend
Yeah.
first,
Right.
then
Mm-hmm.
it turns into something else. Well, you know what, man? You start thinking about trying something different. Hey, dating. Let's just date. Not
Mm-hmm.
like looking for something, date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dating is a lost art form. Nobody do that shit no more.
Hell no. They don't do
And
that
no,
no
everybody
more.
doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
No,
do.
no.
Yeah, we do.
No, no, no,
I
Niggas
no.
go on
like
No,
it.
no,
multiple
they don't.
Man,
dates.
no,
No.
our age
I do.
group is trying to bring it back, but our age group
But
now
yes, it's the younger age group that
now
don't do it.
okay. It's 4 single people on here now. So dating, I'm asking Drizzy, Miss Ebony, Shorty, Lamont. When last time y'all been on a date?
Sunday.
I was on one last week.
Last week, a real date. No, no,
A
Sunday.
no,
real
net,
day.
no
No,
Netflix and chill. No, come
a
over to
real
the
day.
crib or
No.
fix me
No, no, no,
something to eat.
no.
None of that.
No, a real day.
I'm
Just
be
sit
straight up
down,
with you.
eat.
It's been years,
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why it's been years.
But
I'm gonna tell
it's
you
by
why it's been
choice. It's
years.
been choice by choice, though, right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
a little bit by choice and a little bit by force. And the reason why I say this is because I'm gonna take you back to what you said. People don't know how to date no more. First of all, dating is different than courting. And
Yeah.
I use that word a
Yeah.
lot, and people don't know what that
True.
word means. It
Yeah.
means courting means you're getting to know somebody.
Right.
You're in the getting to know each other phase, and there's steps that you take to get to know somebody.
She froze.
Courting
Hey,
You
hey,
go you go in and out, Ebony.
she froze up.
right? The whole thing just clicked. The whole thing just clicked. But courting is different than dating. Courting is when you taking the time to get to know somebody on a intellectual level, on a mental level. This is before sex is even introduced. When you
Mm-hmm.
start dating, now you're taking it public to see how y'all interact with each other publicly, dating each other. Then when you go from the dating phase, then you go to the next phase. That's when you decide to make the commitment of a relationship. Then
Yeah.
after that, if it goes to the extent that it needs to go to, then y'all can start thinking about marriage and the future and all that stuff together. See, these are the steps that so many generations now out here miss. And that's
That
why I
Yeah.
part.
said a lot of people are
Yeah.
in a long-term
That
ass one night stand.
That part.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like the phases of what is it you're looking for in them phases, and once you get into those phases,
Is this my thing not working?
Oh,
It's
I hear
working.
you.
Hello?
You hear you.
We can hear you.
we good.
But
We good.
go ahead, Kelly. What you
Oh,
saying though?
okay. So yeah. So
Okay.
I make sure. So those phases are what you're looking for. So I'm saying so the dating, courting, relationship, getting to know one another, finding out the pros and cons. If you are in it for just for right now, if it's something that's gonna be something for the long run, what is what is it that you're looking to get from me? What I'm looking to get from you? What is all the things that I'm looking for that's gonna make me comfortable in here? Because as we said at the beginning of this thing, you can be with somebody and be lonely at the same time.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Been
And,
there.
You definitely
and,
could be with
and
somebody and be lonely.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you like just like being in a quieter room and you by yourself. I mean, all
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
things can coincide with being in a relationship or just being with people, period.
Yes.
So if you can't get those box checked or those I's dotted or T's crossed in the meanwhile, far as starting it and when it starts to get a little deeper, a little heavy, because I'm saying the age group on this thing right now is a little different.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for now in this second chapter of your life is not what you was looking for early in your life as being a
Right.
single
Amen.
person, right?
Right.
Right.
And you're not going to put up with it because I got my own stuff. I got my own ways. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I got to see how that's going to land with someone if I'm looking for a mate or a partner.
Right.
So for
Yeah.
me, that was essential for me. I got to find something or someone because none of us going to be perfect. It's not going to be a perfect
Never.
scenario,
Right.
but it's
Right.
got to be somewhere similar where we can have some type of understanding or an agreement on agreeing to disagree sometime, agree to agree. I just not say shit.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I'm not gonna say nothing. You don't say anything.
In order
And
for the connection to stay connected, it gotta be plugged into the wall. So if you
right,
pull that
Right.
plug,
Right.
it's a
Right.
problem. I done
right,
lost connection with you. I gotta have that connection, and the plug gotta stay in the wall.
Well,
If not, it's not going to work.
right.
here's
Exactly.
another problem though, as you get our age, me and Kelly's age, in my opinion, is most people at our age, and I'm 49, mid 40s or whatever, most people are established, meaning they have their own home,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, they have their own lifestyle. So
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
and 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 they have their own money or whatever the case may be. And what I've seen difficult is with that, because I deal with that now, and we kind of courting. I like that. See, I didn't know the difference, but we're courting. And however, but we're doing some dating too. And everything's been on fun. Just we have some deep conversations. One of the major things was to me, I'm going back to where I was at, was how do you raise your children? What is your discipline like? What are your beliefs? What do you not believe?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell you, I ain't found too many, and I'm not saying ladies don't do that, but I ain't found too many ladies that are grind. as hard as I am are harder. And I think she got me beat, to be honest with you. But regardless of that, we have a lot of the same disciplines. Like if her daughter missed the bus, she like Uber ain't free. She charged her daughter to to go to school, and she's 17 years old. And to me, that's important to me because I have a child. But
Mhm.
what I see difficult is when you're dealing with a person, and I'm not saying younger people are not established either, but when you establish and you're trying to bring two establishments to one, what do you do? Because at times I want to go home, and I'm pretty sure she want to go home.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
But then that's where you figure out if y'all ready to
right.
go to that next step where y'all going to be together, where the one home is one home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I know that it's hard when you are established to make that move because it's the decision on, are you moving with me or am I moving with you? But to me, I feel like
Nobody.
even with that, y'all should come up to buying, like, getting a home of y'all own.
That part.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with being out of your comfort zone. That is when every dream works. Is when you are uncomfortable. And
But y'all have to
outside
be
of,
on the same page.
y'all
Got to
have
be on
to
the
be
same
on the
page.
same page.
So,
Yeah.
Miss Robinson, you can go unmute yourself and talk about some of the experiences you have in your past and your present about being in a loveless relationship, if you ever been in one.
I'm in one now.
Well, it's like I caught some of it earlier. You're basically in the house with somebody, but you're by yourself. You might as well say you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have no communication. Where there is no communication, you are not on the same page. You're just like roommates per se.
Right.
Um, you may have, you may ask the question, get a short answer or no answer, and everybody is in their own world. You might as well say, and you may think the other person feel like they're obligated to be with you or to stay with you for whatever reason they may see that they need to.
Okay.
But sometimes it's best to be alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let them go their way, you go your way.
Okay.
Yep.
But sometimes financially you can't, and for whatever other reasons you can't. But I look at it in the long run, it'll work itself out.
But you know
Sometimes.
what
Yeah.
I have realized? I have realized just from sitting back, witnessing some things for myself. It's funny to me how some people will grind harder alone than they would in a relationship.
Yeah. It's like they
And
Yeah.
lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they will grind
Yes.
harder in by
Mm-hmm.
themselves than they will in a relationship. And I think that's when some walls have been put back up where our that person that you've been with have proven to you or showed you that they are not dependable as you thought they was.
Yeah.
It's some things you learn in the midst of a storm in a relationship. And when you do figure that out and see that, it's a turn off for people. But instead of them discussing that, having a conversation about it, people harbor stuff and they wait till you get to a space where there's no turning back. There's
And
no
then they
coming
blow,
back.
Yeah.
they blow up.
I
Yes.
would say something different along with that too, Eb.
Of course
Um,
you do. Every time I speak, you say something different. Go ahead,
no, I
Lamont.
mean think about this. So when you grinding, right? So like I'm
Yes.
single, I'm grinding. Um, I ain't minus my baby girl. I ain't got nobody to go home to. So I
Hmm.
ain't in no hurry to do nothing. But then when you got that significant other, you're trying to balance home, work, and that time with that other person. So you do come off work a little bit, you know.
Hmm.
And that's a hard balance to carry because you're used to doing a certain thing by yourself, but you're trying to feel, you're trying to share your life with them and vice versa. So you do come off your grind a little bit. I can speak on that.
But that's also saying how complacent you are in the position that you're in. You have
That
been single so long to the point where you're not willing to budge on some of that routine that you done got accustomed to
Yeah.
because you've been grinding so long. But if you want to step into a relationship, you're going to
You
have to
have to.
sacrifice some of that space and time and energy. Whether,
Yes, ma'am.
if that's
That's
what
what
you
I was
choose to
saying.
do.
That's what I
If
was
not,
saying.
then yeah, if not, then stay out of a relationship.
stay out of
That's what I
relationship.
Yeah.
was saying. You do that to get out of because you by yourself. And when you start seeing somebody, that's what you're willing to do. You're willing
But
to get
see,
off some of that.
But you got to
That's
make sure
something.
that person is also willing to do that as well.
Well, yeah, you ain't
Right.
lying.
We're not
Yeah,
new.
that's true.
Look, we're not new to this. We're true to this. You got to think at the age we are. We're trying to teach the
Yeah,
younger
you old.
generation on what is to be. You old Negro. You got to teach people. You got to teach the younger generation what it means because we seasoned
You very
and they're
Right.
serious.
not seasoned
Very
I
because
like
You
that.
very
She
seasoned.
got that.
Right.
there's no true
Right.
book to this thing called life.
It
So
ain't.
here we
Right.
are on a platform where we can teach the younger generation some of the tools they need to help them into the future.
Exactly.
So that's
Experience.
why I
Exactly.
said,
Hey, go ahead, Evan. Go ahead.
but we do get complacent when you've been single for so long. So because people think when you complacent, you got to be in a relationship to be complacent. No, you could be single for so long that you're complacent and comfortable, and you protecting your peace and everything like that. But if you're protecting your peace and you want this peace, the thing is you're inviting somebody into your peace. So don't get upset when you invite somebody into your peace, and then they may fuck it up because you didn't pay attention.
Right.
I'll say this will go with this. I've said this before on a couple of other shows. Life experience controls your emotions. Your
Yes,
emotions control your thoughts.
yes,
Your thoughts
yes,
control
yes,
your actions, and your actions control your outcome.
it
Yeah.
does.
You have to go through
Yeah.
yeah,
life. You have to go through life to become a
Yeah,
better person. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Exactly.
Yes, you could be
Because Lamont,
raised.
I'm gonna
You
tell
could be
you
raised
something.
this to be raised this and raised this way and raised this way. But guess what? What truly builds you is life. You have to go
Yes,
live through
Yeah.
life.
yes.
Yes. You them
You're gonna
lessons.
fall. It's
Them
not about.
lessons.
It's not
Yes.
about you falling. It's about how the hell you get up.
You got up.
And Lamont,
Amen.
you always tell me, you love women, you love women, you love women. But
Love y'all to
I'm
death.
okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no disrespect to you.
Go ahead.
Uh oh.
You love women.
I love
I
y'all to
know,
death.
I know it for a fact. But you also set in your ways. You come with a little toxicity.
Very. Yes.
You
I
do,
know I'm
and
very set in my ways.
you
Right.
exude it, and you exude it. So with that being said, sometimes what you exude, what you give out, is what you get in return.
I'm
So
cool with that.
in order to get something different,
You have to
you're gonna
change
have to
a
learn a
little.
different routine and habit too.
Yeah.
And
Now
then
we
you
not
If
now,
you
now
keep
we're
doing the
not
same
putting.
thing, you can get the same
But hold on,
outcome. You have to
but we're
change it
not
to get a
putting.
different income.
But we're not putting masculinity and toxicity. We're not doing that, are we?
Nah, but
no,
no, no.
No.
no,
No. No.
Oh,
But
No.
I'm
okay.
gonna
No.
say
no,
Because
this.
I
I'm gonna
heard
say
that word
this.
toxic. I was like,
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
I'm gonna say this.
And
I
the
seen a.
reason why
I was
I
getting
say
ready to
that,
say. I was getting ready to say.
no, the reason
No.
why I said it is because I realized a lot of that in myself because I have been alone for so long.
Cause
That's
you
something
been.
I had to learn about me. That's why I could
Yeah.
recognize it. And with
Mm.
Yeah.
seeing that for myself, I had to learn a different routine on how to approach things, how to,
Right.
Yeah.
talk to
You do.
people, how
You
to
do.
Yeah.
operate, maneuver with people,
Right.
because I knew that what I wanted, I wasn't giving out.
That is true.
Okay.
Exactly.
I
However,
wasn't giving out.
I'm like Ray was talking about. Dad was talking about argument. I'm gonna be honest with you. We can have a disagreement, but I'm not arguing with nobody. I ain't doing it.
Right.
I ain't doing it. Like
But
zero.
Right.
that's
Man,
a
you.
different. That's
But
a difference
my
between
I ain't gonna do it.
arguing. I'm gonna say this, and we go to the
Yeah, I
next
ain't gonna do it.
video. That's a difference in arguing and then actually having a conversation.
Right.
You
Okay,
know what
yeah,
I'm
because
saying?
yes.
I'm not arguing.
Because
yeah,
a lot of times what we do is we hear each other, but we're not hearing each other. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Because while you talking, can't nobody you can't listen at the same time.
Right.
Now I'm
Well,
talking about
And
that
that
old
that's
what
get
you
you
old.
saying right
learning how
there.
that other person is maneuvering with you. You seeing that and you saying I'm not arguing with nobody is
I ain't doing it.
showing you that that person don't know how to communicate with you.
Yeah,
That person don't know how to uh fight fairly because the problem is not you and her. The problem is the problem.
Problems are problems.
Yeah.
Right.
You're
With
not
And
the
that,
then
problem. She's not
and
the
with
then
problem. Y'all not fighting against each other. Y'all fighting together to solve the problem.
solve the problem.
yeah.
That's fact.
Well, that
With
problem,
that
I
being
let go.
said, go ahead to the next video, yo.
It's a moment where we realize one or two things. There's either nothing more that I can do or nothing more that I'm willing to do. And that's a very small window because on the other side of that window is just stand because I'm here, stand because I've been here, stand because I'm scared to be somewhere else, right? At the moment, you know there's nothing else you can do or that you ain't gonna do nothing else even if you could.
you need to go ahead and start working on your exit plan.
Yes.
Now leaving may not be immediate. We have to be realistic. Everybody not in situations where they can up and bounce as easy as it said, but you need to start planning your exit, whatever that means for you. If your exit requires establishing safety elsewhere, if it requires you stacking your finances up, at the very moment, like that moment when you like, nah, I'm tapped. Because a lot of us realize that and we try to push, we try to dig, like, bruh, if you cannot show up in your relationship healthy and wholehearted, you need to leave. Even if it's you need to go. Because it's gonna get to the point where you punishing the person across from you because you're not even showing up in a healthy way. You showing up out of resentment. You showing up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once you realize you in that space, like Kitty said, a stagnation, just go ahead and start working on your exit plan.
Can I say
How many more?
something?
Oh, we
Can
got
I
a couple
say
more. We got a
something?
couple more. Well, before
We're
you say
about to look at
something,
another one.
yeah, we got another. Before you say something, I'm with that way is I have an experience in that is I was in a relationship and I was not healthy mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I feel like I wasn't fulfilling myself, so I feel like that I was the reason why that relationship became with no love. We slept in the same bed. We still did things together. And guess what? If you still have sex with someone, if there was no love there, guess what? That you do y'all know because that's still considered a sexist relationship.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
stuck in that for a long time, and I can admit it was me, but I didn't know how to get out there, and I was holding that person into that relationship.
You could be emotionally lazy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
people can get emotionally lazy. They really can. And when you recognize that, then that's why I said it's the complacency. People got to get up out of that. You will literally be in a house with somebody that you know you are not mentally, emotionally, you're not sexually attracted to or want anymore, and you
Mm.
will still stay. Why? Why? Because people all that's why I said people always look for somebody else to be their amen. Why? When you already knew from the beginning, you knew at that very moment when it hit you. And when you leave, you don't have to do it maliciously. So, you
No,
know, you can have
No,
a
no.
you don't.
No,
conversation
you
about it.
don't.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
Right. It's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it.
exactly. Because that's what ends up biting you in the ass when you
Yes.
do not communicate it out. And that's why a lot of people still be having them strongholds on their exes
Yep.
because the way that they broke up. Instead
Yep.
of saying, look, I'm not healthy right now. And I'm not talking about sick physically. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying mentally. I'm just not cut out for this. I
Right.
need to work on myself a little bit more. I don't want to hurt you in the process, and I don't want to hold you back just in case there is somebody out there that you need, like, that's looking
Mhm.
for you. I don't want to hold you from it because I'm not even gonna lie. My relationship is corny. Okay. And when I say
Lord have
when
mercy.
I say no, I'm
I
Lord
like the
have
way you
serious.
mercy.
put that.
When when I say it's corny, I'm
Lord
talking
have mercy.
about to the point where, okay, I don't know if nobody else is like this, but I like to wrestle. That's my thing.
And that's what.
Okay. I like to wrestle. Okay, but okay, so that part's done. The attention part to me is really not where I want it to be. But just like the video just said, you got to figure out how to exit. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can talk to somebody and tell somebody how
Mm-hmm.
you feel,
Mhm.
and they just don't want to let you go. So when at
Yes.
that part when he said
Yeah.
you need to find somewhere safe, I get it
Right.
because
Right.
I'm kind of aggressive in my relationship. I want my man to kind of be aggressive with me. I want that kind of aggressive love, not physical and all of that, but that aggressive love where it's like I love you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get that.
But you
I
gotta
don't
be
get it.
careful what you wish for, because you get it, you might not like it. Because you
No,
know
I
what?
don't want
Ain't
no
nothing worse.
physical aggressive.
But
Nah,
ain't
you need a
nothing worse than
Sagittarius.
being in a relationship with somebody who
Huh?
is mirroring you. Because when you
Right.
receive what you give and you realize in a moment it's aha where you like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, this is just too much. Because
Hey,
people
Oh,
get
hey, say it
overwhelmed.
again.
When
Say it
you in
again.
when you in a
Yeah.
for
relationship with
real.
somebody who is mirroring you and you get it and you say, oh, wait a minute, this is too much. This is too much.
Yeah.
But you're gonna find yourself dealing with you. And then you're gonna realize if you take the time to realize, you're gonna be like, hold up, I'm a lot. I'm more than what I thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
No, I am saying
Mm-hmm.
that because I'm talking about literally.
You
I
don't
don't
want
know. It's
somebody who is just like
because
you.
I would
You
rather I
no,
would
you don't.
rather be
No.
probably alone. I'm not gonna say I don't believe I'm ready for a relationship because anything will make me block your number. Okay,
And
so
that's the realest thing you done said.
when you say mirroring, I'm talking about. So he blocks me the other day. I said you can't do a me on me, so I
Why
blocked
not?
him. I
Well,
know
why not? Why not?
exactly. That's
Absolutely.
what I said. It bothered me, but then I had to think about it. I'm like, every time I get mad at him, I block
Yeah,
Yep.
you can't.
I,
Why?
I go I
Why?
go through
Yeah,
I
you
go
can't
through
block
that.
them.
I
him.
go
But
that with
that's
my
what I'm
son's
saying.
mother.
I know
So
I may not be ready for a relationship.
yep. It was
The
an eye opener
like
for
the
you.
friendship thing, yes, because I don't want nobody who's like me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I got somebody who's like me, I might as well just be by myself.
Yeah.
But you know,
Now,
when you
you don't necessarily have to be by yourself, but what you
Shit.
do want is you want
No.
somebody to compliment you. You
yeah,
want somebody who's going to bring out those elements in you that
bring
you
the
never
best out of
experienced
you.
before. Yes, and therefore they're going to assume the best out of you instead of
Right.
bringing the worst out of you. That's what you want.
Yeah,
That's
That's
why I
what
say
you
you
want.
don't
yeah.
be careful what you ask for because don't nobody want a them. They don't. Now, what you need to ask the question is why I don't want a me. Why I
Self
don't want
reflection.
a me.
That's a
I
set.
don't know.
That's the
Exactly.
good one, Lamont.
That's a good
Exactly.
question.
Right.
But
Exactly. Why
me,
you don't want a you?
Cause
no.
I'm gonna tell you,
I love hard, and you know how I am,
that
Evan.
cause you crazy.
I'll give anybody the shirt off my back. Like I when I love you, I don't have to even know you to love you. I love everyone wholeheartedly. You
But love
know
and hate is the same. Love and hate is the same.
exactly. But I'm saying if in my relationship, I know that my mouth can get bad, but I don't use it on my boyfriend the way I would use it on somebody else if I got mad.
Oh, but you can if they push you to that point.
They put you to
I
that point,
will.
right?
They
Yeah,
put
I
you to that point.
will.
yeah.
Exactly, they will. So then at that moment, you're assuming toxicity. So why you don't want that same toxicity back because you giving it.
Cause she
See,
want it.
I ain't
Cause she
Cause she
gave
want
it.
it.
want it. Cause
She
she
want
want
it.
it.
so
I
therefore,
ain't
She
gave it.
want it.
therefore,
I ain't gave it.
She's with all the shits. She
All
yeah,
the
want
shit.
all the
exactly,
shits.
So
exactly,
with
She
exactly.
with
want
that,
all
So
the
You
you
know it.
shits.
so
And
with,
so
with
you
that
You
sitting
is
up
know it.
here and you answering your own questions.
I
All the time
Yeah.
you
know.
want, and then
Cause
you
it
And
really
wonder
you
this
turn you
the
talking
on.
thing.
about
Leave my
And then
eye.
you're
but
gonna
That's
wonder
in the
to
mind. That's in
yourself,
the mind.
Hey, I
then you're
told
gonna
her she
wonder
need
to yourself why it don't last. Well,
she
the
need a
reason why it don't last is
Sagittarius.
because
She
you
needs
was
a
giving him.
Sagittarius.
nah, no,
She
you
needs
don't.
I'm not
she needs a
gonna
But
in my
Sagittarius.
but y'all
relationship.
look, I have a
But
video. It
but it's
has no
different.
words to it, but it's five. It's basically it's 8 different things of different signs of if you're stuck in a loveless relationship. And out of those 8, I want each one of y'all to take one out of that, and then each one of y'all gonna talk about that.
I'm
You
taking
don't
number
got a video,
7.
somebody got to read it. And I can't be
Uh
seeing it. Screen
uh
time.
You
Evan
better
already gonna take number
you better
We
Man,
have
you
gotta
know
go
I
seven.
gotta put my
school. We
glasses
gotta go
on.
school.
Hold
go.
on, man. I gotta put my glasses on. You're doing too
Yeah,
much.
I gotta take
Ready?
mine off.
Y'all
Yeah.
ready? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so addicted to you.
See it. I
See,
can't see it.
I didn't make it through half the
I
damn
can't
list.
see it.
I
I
couldn't
need
see none
see.
of
Oh
it.
my!
I
You gotta
can't
blow your
see it.
screen up. You gotta blow your screen up.
I can't. Well, I don't know how you
I
do all that.
You got to touch it and then you
Oh,
got to touch it
on your
and then
phone, you blow your
expand it
screen up
with
on your
your
phone.
finger. You just got to
Let me
touch
tell
it
you
and
something.
send it.
Let me tell
I
you
want
something.
number 6.
Shorty is the youngest one on here, and he be thinking that our asses up, how old asses up here can see and shit. Look, we wearing glasses and everything else.
Can't
People
see
putting them on and
nothing.
taking them off.
I can
You
barely
are
see on this dang old
disrespectful,
thing.
Shorty.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
disrespectful.
no.
Roll
Hey,
up
look,
and
wait,
still
look.
can't see.
I'm trying to figure what made him do that anyway. I think he was punking us. I think he was punking us.
Look,
Yeah.
I choose number 6.
I don't
I
even know
don't even
what
know
number
if 7
6
said.
was.
Well, what was number 6?
Christina said, "Play it back,
Play it
bud."
back.
Look, she couldn't even see it. She said,
All
"Play it
right.
back,
Y'all have to
bud."
Yeah, I'm
touch
gonna
Look
the
blow.
at
I'm
how
gonna.
big,
screen and
hell.
expand
Ain't
the
nobody see
picture.
that shit.
Addicted to you. I'm so addicted. I'm so 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 addicted.
Did y'all get
All
that?
right.
Y'all
Yeah,
get
I
I
that?
got.
got
Yeah,
one.
y'all
I got
taught me how to
one.
do
I
it.
got number
I
one.
got one
I
too.
got
Huh?
number 6.
I got number one.
So we can go down each line. Ebony, you first. Which one you got?
I got the one that said that you ignoring your intuition. I'm big
That's
on that.
number 6. I
Okay,
just said I wanted 6.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry.
you
Well,
got
we
that.
together.
So explain why you chose that.
Because I've been saying it all night. People ignore the signs within themselves. Your intuition is telling you exactly what it is that you feel. Your intuition is connected to your emotions. It is telling you exactly what it is. Why are you ignoring yourself? Why? Because you're gonna sit there and waste another 2 or 3 years because you fighting against yourself for something you already knew 3 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense.
Well,
No.
hey,
Yeah.
And that's what I
okay.
mean. People are not
Hold
being
on, hold
authentic
on.
with
You,
themselves.
you get your turn. Hold on. Go ahead, Miss Des. What you got?
I was saying I'm ignoring my intuition because a lot of times I feel it like my stomach might hurt real bad on something that I'm trying to decide, and I said I wanted to pick that one because I do ignore my intuition sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, and you really can't even have no comeback behind me, sugar.
Right.
Cause
Right.
honey, she hit the nail on the head with it because why ignore what you already feeling to be true? And that's what our intuitions are. Is
Right.
telling us what is really going on.
Right. Okay, Mr. Great Kelly, what you got?
So I was going with that number one. I was talking about not being able to speak with civility. You're doomed if you can't speak with somebody with some sense both ways.
Mhm.
So I mean, the root word is civil. If you can't
Yeah,
be civil in a relationship, it's not going to work regardless of what you're given sex wise, house situation, job, or nothing. It doesn't matter. If I don't know how to talk to you and you don't know how to talk to me, that's it. Cause first thing, like the Dresser, she like it somebody talk crazy to her though. She like it. She probably like somebody choke her out. Like clean and grab around the neck, choke me clean out. She probably like all that. Man, go
Cool.
outside. Look, go outside and get the big switch. She probably like all that. But anyway, if you can,
who who the
You,
hell are you talking about? Because
you,
every time you on her,
You.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I do like to get picked up.
yeah.
I like wrestling. I don't like it.
See,
Don't go get no
I was
weapons.
close. I was
Don't
close.
don't get no weapons. Cause then it don't turn it
Yeah,
don't turn no more.
hey,
It gets
but
personal.
look, she's
Okay.
borderline right there. She's
Okay.
close.
That right there.
Right there,
So
right there. Like
right,
here's the
Miss.
line,
Oh,
and she's
yeah,
like it touched the line.
so Miss
yeah.
Robinson,
But in all
what
seriousness,
you pick?
though, in all
Go
serious
ahead, go
civility,
ahead, Kelly.
though, in all serious civility, seriously, because if that's not there, it's
Read.
just not going to happen. It's not going to work. If
Right.
you can't talk to me in a respectful manner, and I can't talk to you that way, then we're doomed. And
Mm-hmm.
communication is the key, regardless. And
Mm-hmm.
if I mean, that's rule number one. We got to be able to talk to each other. If we can't,
Right.
then that's it.
Right. Miss Robinson, what you put?
Well, well, it's several of them up there that would fit my solution. So I can't just pick one.
Well,
But when you get to
tell us which one you picked.
when you're in the I don't care when you're in the I don't care stage anymore, it's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, couple of the other ones, but that I don't care. When you're I don't care, you just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what's said, how it's said, or anything, it's like, excuse my French, fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Looking for
Lamont going
any
at to.
reason. You just looking for any reason to break
Yeah,
up
I don't know what
at
Lamont
that
going to,
point.
but I chose 7. The 7 is you're not taking any steps towards repairing your relationship or marriage. Meaning to me is to repair your relationship and marriage, you also at the same time to repair what's going on inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can't if you are basically we talked about last week, broken people. If you're broken within a relationship, how can you repair your relationship? You need to repair yourself. Then, if your relationship will survive, you repair that marriage and relationship as well. That's just my thoughts on that.
It's
Yeah.
hard to heal
You're
when you
right.
still invested in the person who done hurt you.
Man,
Fact.
Yeah.
man.
Fact.
Yeah.
You
And
Hurt,
gotta
that's
hurt
get
where
by,
that
over
hurt
came
by
it.
from
somebody that said
that
they
other
love you.
video. That's the
Hurt.
reason
Yeah.
why you
Facts.
supposed to
Yeah.
figure out when to
Facts.
get your
Yeah.
exit on, how to
Yeah.
do it, however, to maneuver around it to get out of that situation.
Okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I like that other video. Like you gonna have to
Because these
start taking
people
them
out here,
steps to get out of it.
these people out here now will let somebody completely shit on them and then try to heal themselves in the midst of being with somebody who completely shitted on them. And it's
Then
like, how can you even begin to heal if you getting shitted on and shitted on and shitted on and shitted on? Excuse my French, but that's the truth. You're gonna keep taking it at the same time trying to heal. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna
right.
work.
Exactly.
So Lamont, what
No,
you got,
it's not.
Lamont? What you put? You're on mute. There you
I
go.
couldn't see all them things right there. I know it was something with some marriage down there on one of them, right? I blew it up, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I couldn't see them, but I know when it was talking about having like a sexless relationship, where you're not intimate with
Idiot.
each other anymore. To me, as a man that has a very high sex drive, I'm gonna put that away. Um, it don't matter. It don't matter what I'm doing out here.
Are you sure? Are you sure you ain't Shannon Sharp?
Hey, brother was putting it in. Even if it was for 90 seconds, 120 seconds, brother was putting it in.
Oh,
I ain't
That was
mad
a
at him.
facade. That was a
Uh,
facade.
but anyway, with that said, hey, I want to meet Michelle myself. I want to see if I can not do Shannon. But anyway, we ain't gonna go there. But anyway, with that said, to me and women and don't get mad, but I'm gonna keep it for what it is. A lot of women use that more as a tool, as an enemy thing towards men than men do. I'm gonna tell you, everything in this world I can give myself. If you're not screwing me, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go get some, and then when I start getting some, I'm not coming back. And that's bad, and that happens in a lot of marriages. That happens in a lot of relationships. We talk about these relationships. We talk about these things. And at my age, when I posted on my Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, when you have people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all these people with this money, Brad Pitt, these pretty boys, and some that's more intellectual than I ever be, and they wife are leaving them. What gives an average man like myself, another average man, any chance in hell on staying married? And honestly, seriously, it's really making me debate if I won't do that. I think we're gonna be lifelong partners without being married. Seriously.
So
And
And
that's
that's
sad to
because
say.
you know what? But they
Hey,
excuse my French, but they pick bitches to marry that they didn't teach nothing but to lay on their back. So now with that
hold
being
exactly.
said,
on,
if you
hold
ain't
on,
teaching
some
a
of
woman, let me tell you something. If you ain't teaching a woman to do nothing but lay on her back, that's all she got to fucking offer you. And I'm just gonna
hold on
keep it
now,
real with you.
hold on now.
I'm just keeping it real with you.
Um, Tom Brady's wife, she worth more than Tom Brady. She
Okay.
worth more than Tom Brady, and she was
But
trying to get
somewhere
half.
down the line, I guarantee you that
Money. Nothing.
The respect was lost somewhere.
It don't
Yeah.
matter. I'm just talking about the reality. We know respect when you get a divorce, something somewhere that broke down. And
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
it'll
say it's a
break
Yeah.
woman's
down.
fault.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's a
Yeah.
man's fault. But
Yeah.
80 to 85% of the divorce rate, women file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's not about,
We had that
so it's not
conversation
in a man's
before.
favor. It's not in a man's favor. In true reality, to go and get married. When you're looking at now, you know I'm a Kevin Samuels fan. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw you a prime example. I'm gonna go here for a moment. So we got a brother running named Zach McKee. Zach McKee's running for family court judge here in Louisville. And I was talking to him. I met him this weekend. It's the second time I've seen his flyers with him, but I met him this weekend Saturday down at Big Mama's. And I asked him, my question I asked him was, I don't care about the black or white. I've been to family court on both sides of the street. Been the victim and I've been the victimizer. And even when you pay this attorney all this money to go to court, the man normally don't have a leg to stand on. And my question I asked him was, when a man comes in your courtroom, for whatever reason, are you going to treat him fairly? Are you going to listen to his argument? I'm not saying if a man whooped a woman, I just beat up that, you let him go. But are you going to hear the man fairly? Because a lot of times, we don't get a fair shake. That's all I'm going to say with that. That's my thought.
That right there, we can revisit that. We talked to that before, but we can revisit that. But I got one more video, y'all, to play. Then we gonna close it out.
We classified a sexless marriage as even if she does or they do have duty sex, even if he says, all right, I'll have sex with you and it ain't good, that falls in sexless marriage category. If you're just doing it to get it over, just be quick, don't ruin the sheets. All right, hurry up fast. All right, the kids are going to knock at the door. That's still sexless marriage. If there's no real intimacy, you're in a sexless marriage. And a lot of people are doing that. They're just going through the motions. They'll do it. Okay, I'll make some time for you. Are you serious? We classify.
Hey, I got to say with that, you can tell a difference. And when y'all mentally into a man, y'all throwing that thing back. Man, that thing talking to you. It's macaroni and cheese. Man, it's mashed potatoes.
They
Man, it's
still of
whipped cream.
mine.
I mean, it's talking
Oh
to
my
you.
God.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. Let's talk on this subject right. This is my subject. This is what I like right here. That thing that y'all got, that God gave y'all, everything that a man does is for that thing right there. We love y'all and all that, but man, there's nothing better than getting that honey pot. That honey pot is like man, a woman should never be broke. That's a walking pocketbook. That's a bank account. That honey pot, when y'all in a man's soul, and when y'all loving us, oh my God, man, come on. Make a brother say, that thing bad. That thing bad. That thing right there, that loving that y'all got,
I can't.
oh my God. I'm telling you, baby, feed it to me. Let me taste it. Let me talk to it. Let me caress it. Let me sit there in it. Just give it to me. When y'all are intimate with a man, not fucking a man, when you're intimate, when you have intimacy with a woman, I mean, you got that brain and the heart coming together. Oh my God, boy, ain't nothing better than that. That make brothers get married. I don't care what nobody say.
With that being said, we all know, and we know what we need to do is, I ain't got much to say for that. Is Mr. Kelly, we know we love what you put into it, the way you put your word. Can you give us a closing?
I would say this in summary, if you will, for the Potters. Hey, we've been potting today. I like this. This is getting better and better each week. It's mad that sometimes I can't get on because how my schedule is. Oh, for real quick, November. Second Tuesday of November, re-election. Can I get Shive City Council? And
Shout out.
Trying to get my re-election on. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you vote for that there. Appreciate it. But in all seriousness, I think that we have to look at a couple of things about what we're looking for, because we have always talked about on these pods about relationships and what we would do and what we won't do and what we are willing to do. I think that you just got to have some type of mental checklist, whether it be on pencil and paper or it's in your brain, to exactly what you will and will not do. If it's, like Miss Daisy touching that line with a little fire, where it's a little fire burning, might touch it every now and then, not get burnt, or you can be way more conservative and just not want to be to that extreme, but you have to find out exactly what works for you,
That
and,
part.
what works for you. You have to be cool with it, and that person has to be cool with it.
Okay, okay. So everyone, I do apologize for the beginning, y'all. We have a little difficult with the service going on, but we got that back straight. And I do want everyone to share, like, and comment, because we are. If we get to one person, just one person, and that person will tell another person, well, the world would be a better place. Because we're not trying to tell y'all what to do. We're just giving y'all the tools to work out whatever you got going on. With that being said, we
You
got
gotta elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, yeah. You gotta elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah, yeah. Some people never change, never elevate. So strange, so strange. Never growing, stay the same. I can't be around you, gotta rearrange. I ain't tryna play you, but you ain't for the mission, you a fake dude. Fake. We be hot, you tryna stay cool. You forgetting where you at, you got ungrateful. Yeah. Don't let them hold you back, hold you back. Don't let them pull you off track, pull you off track. They minds in the gutter, gotta show them that you're bigger than that. Sun don't change for a reason. They just stick around for a season, right? I be on the